Astronomers discover the perfect solar system. 6 planets around a star like the Sun are the ideal number to study how planets formed and whether they harbor life. Astronomers have found a perfect solar system, created without the violent collisions that turned ours into a collection of different-sized planets. The system, 100 light-years away from Earth, has 6 planets, all approximately the same size. They have barely changed since their formation 12 billion years ago. These constant conditions make it ideal for learning how these planets formed and whether there is life on them. The research was published in the scientific journal Nature. The creation of our own solar system was a violent process. As planets formed, some collided with each other, affecting their orbits and leaving our system with giants like Jupiter and Saturn alongside relatively small planets like ours. In the HD 110067 solar system, as astronomers have officially called this other system, things are very different. Orbits and sizes. Not only are the planets similar in size, but they rotate in sync, which is very different from the orbits of the planets in our own solar system. In the time it takes for the innermost planet to go around the star 3 times, the next planet goes around twice, and so on until the 4th planet in the system. From there things change to a 4:3 pattern of relative orbit speeds for the last 2 planets. This intricate planetary choreography is so precise that the researchers created a cyclical piece of music, similar to a composition in the style of minimalist composer Philip Glass, with notes and rhythms corresponding to each planet and its orbital periods. Researcher Raphael Luque, from the University of Chicago, who led the research, was the one who described HD 110067 as a perfect solar system. It's ideal for studying how planets are created, because this solar system didn't have the chaotic beginning that ours did and hasn't been affected since its formation. Researcher Marina Lafargue-Magro, from the University of Warwick, said the system is beautiful and unique. It's really exciting to see something no one has seen before, she told BBC News. The new planets are the size between Neptune, in the foreground, and Earth. Over the past 30 years, astronomers have discovered thousands of solar systems. But none of them are as well suited to studying how planets formed. The nearly identical size of the planets and the undisturbed nature of the system are key to astronomers because they make it much easier to compare and contrast them. This will help build a picture of how they formed and evolved. The system also has a bright star that will facilitate the search for signs of life in the planet's atmospheres. All 6 new planets are what astronomers call subneptunes, which are larger than Earth and smaller than the planet Neptune, which is 4 times wider than Earth. The 6 newly discovered planets are between 2 and 3 times the size of Earth. Interest in the new discoveries has increased since the discovery in September that a subneptune planet, called K2-18b, in another star system, has an atmosphere with evidence of a gas that on Earth is produced by living organisms. Astronomers call this a biosignature. In September, a planet called K2-18b was discovered to have signs of life. Although our solar system does not have any subneptunes, they are considered the most common type of planet in the galaxy. Yet astronomers know surprisingly little about these planets. They don't know if they are mostly made of rock, gas, or water, or if they provide conditions for life. Discovering these details is one of the hottest topics in the field, according to Raphael Luque, adding that the discovery of HD 110067 gives his team the perfect opportunity to answer this question relatively quickly. It could be a matter of less than 10 years, he told BBC News. We know the planets, we know where they are, we just need a little more time, but it will happen. If the team's next phase of observations indicate that subneptunes could also harbor life, this would greatly increase the number of possible habitable planets and therefore increase the chances of detecting signs of life on another world sooner rather than later. Afternoon. The planets were found with the support of NASA's TESS Space Telescope. The race is now on to detect biosignatures in one of these 6 new subneptunes, or in dozens of others detected by other researchers. With a battery of new telescopes with improved capabilities and others about to come into operation, many astronomers believe we may not have to wait long to move forward with this study. The planets were detected using NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, TESS, and the Characterizing Exoplanet Satellite, CHEOPS, from ESA, the European Space Agency.